So it's now time to create our eyes model. So I will first isolate the sculpt, moving it on another layer. I will then snap the cursor to the existing eye mesh, and I will add the default UV sphere with 32 and 16 edges. I will subdivide it by pressing Ctrl 2 and rotate it so that the poles are facing toward the front. Then I will go into edit mode after I have applied the scale and rotation. I can now adjust the position of the eye compared to the eyelashes and rotate it a bit if needed. I will now select the second edge loop, and I will add a loop cut to support it. I will also add a loop cut in between, and then I will push this front part forward. Now, to avoid the problem of the pole while rendering, it creates a triangle even with the subdivision modifier. I will get rid of this pointy vertex, and I will press Ctrl F and grid fill. And in the option panel, I will click the offset so that I get nice and aligned topology. Then, using the proportional editing fall off and selecting new curves, I will try to make it as round as possible. I can then smooth it a little bit to get something nice and even and rounded, so that the cornea is well defined. I'll smooth it again to make it a bit less squarey, and then I will select this edge loop and duplicate it and move it a little bit backward. This is how we will be creating our iris model. So I'm extruded a first round of edges, scaling them so that they are very close to the surface of the previous mesh. And now I'm just extruding it and making it a little bit smaller. I will extrude it again and push it backward and scale this down. Extrude again and scale down. And then I will extrude and push backward to create the pupil. So you see I've just pushed it a little bit forward before, so that we get this kind of back plate shape, which is kind of the shape of the iris. I can then add some smooth beveling by making it pretty big. Each time I press Ctrl B, I drag it far enough to add wide edge loops to get a smooth surface and something that will be easy to deal with. I can now exit edit mode and try to move it and rotate it so that it betterly fits the eye socket. And now we'll be editing the inside of the eyelashes so that it is stuck to the surface of the eye. So I will mask the mirror modifier, and then I will be playing with this inside edge loop we have created, moving it and trying to snap it onto the surface of the eye. So I can isolate the eyelashes rapidly by selecting two edge loop, pressing Ctrl plus several times to extend the selection, and press Shift H to hide everything but the selection. And then I will simply move those vertices to make a smooth transition and snap onto the surface of the eye.